Studio 31.
This portion of WHIZ News is brought to you by the Community Bank. Living local makes our community stronger. The Community Bank.
Meteorologist Rich Wardzik here with your forecast first. Let's go into the evening. Another quiet and not a bad evening for this time of the year. Can't complain. Temperatures starting in the 40s here through early evening will settle into the 30s late. And we're going to talk about a warm-up plus our next shop for rain. WHIZ News is next.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. A Zanesville woman will spend 10 to 13 years in prison for aggravated vehicular homicide. The Muskingum County Prosecutor's Office announced today that Paris Dickinson also pleaded guilty to failure to stop after an accident and a misdemeanor count of OVI in the death of 30-year-old Alex King. Authorities said the 27-year-old Dickinson admitted to investigators she was celebrating the night of King's death by drinking at home before driving drunkenly to a pair of Zanesville bars. In the parking lot of Putnam Avenue business, Dickinson is seen on video falling out of the driver's seat, nearly getting run over by her own moving car. Authorities said King stood in front of the unoccupied vehicle, but Dickinson got back in the car, slammed on the gas, and ran King over and fled the scene. King was taken to the hospital where he died hours later. This was not the first time Dickinson committed a crime with a vehicle she was operating. At the time of the incident, Dickinson was serving a community control sentence from a prior case involving allegations of felonious assault, burglary, criminal damaging, possession of criminal tools, and child endangering. Judge Mark Flagel also ordered that Dickinson's driver's license be suspended for life. The Muskingum County Engineer's Office is alerting motorists of an upcoming road closure. On Wednesday, Dresden Road will be closed between Fairview and Richvale roads from 8:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Crews will be cutting trees along the roadway near Aplo Way. The Muskingum Valley Park District is a local organization that was created to utilize and promote nature within the community. Park District Executive Director Russell Edgington shared some of the accomplishments the organization has made, as well as some plans intended in the upcoming months.
Your master plan towards the end of last year, so I intend to provide them with copies of that master plan. That plan actually takes information that we got from the statistically valid survey we did a couple of years ago, and we applied all of the information that survey respondents said they wanted out of a park district into that plan, and now we have individual action plans to make that all go forward.
The survey showed that respondents were interested in developing trails through the community, and that's what the Park District is concentrating on the hardest.
We talked about the Putnam Greenway. That's the corridor that goes from Putnam Landing down to the community high school. We're actually moving forward with that project. We have the first installment of funds from the Straker Foundation, and we're still looking at actually completing that project in the fall of this year.
Also received a grant from the Transportation Alternatives Program for work that's planned to continue on the Muskingum Bike Trail below Dresden later this year. Today, the Muskingum County Commissioners officially proclaimed the week of February 12th through the 18th as Dude Be Kind Week. 6 years ago, Muskingum County educator Kim Tatman started the Dude Be Kind initiative to remind people of being considerate to others, and now that push has evolved into being recognized by local governments.
Well, we were fortunate to get the commissioners in all 4 counties we serve, which is Guernsey, Muskingum, Noble, and Perry counties, to proclaim this an official week. And in Guernsey and Muskingum counties, they have the capacity to light their courthouses yellow. And with that, we were thinking smiley face yellow. And so they will be lighting the courthouse during the week.
This week's theme is kindness in our community, and each day people are encouraged to administer the kind act that is listed for that day. Tatman says kindness radiates outward, and the positivity can go well beyond the initial gesture.
What we have found about acts of kindness is it's a reciprocal kind of giving situation. So when you are the person who's receiving the kindness, obviously you feel really good about that. But what you find and what research has shown is that the person who is doing the act of kindness also gets that warm feeling themselves. And so when you give, you get something, and when you receive, you get something.
The Dude Be Kind initiative can be followed on the Mideast Facebook page or by entering the hashtag DBK2023. Some mental health experts are calling for a complete overhaul in treating behavioral health care needs for children. And a new study released today looked at the records of more than 28,000 children ages 6 to 17 who visited the emergency room with mental health issues. Researchers found that less than a third of them had supporting outpatient mental health visits within 7 days, and only 55% had a follow-up visit within 30 days. We apologize, this is the wrong video. But pediatricians say there's been a surge of younger children needing mental health care since the pandemic. Research has shown that follow-up visits with a mental health care provider lowers a person's suicide risk and raises the chances they will take their prescription medicine. One of the study's authors says she hopes the study will prompt policymakers to invest more so children can access care no matter where they live. From Sunday's Super Bowl to catching up on your favorite television series, you may have spent a lot of time around the TV this past weekend. But did you know that televisions and other furniture that aren't properly secured can be dangerous, even deadly if tipped over? In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has a look at the latest report with some disturbing data and how you can protect your family.
All your jammies.
It can happen in an instant, even when you're watching.
Good job. Those go in the very top drawer.
These are real-life tip-overs. Thankfully, no children died in these scary accidents, but falling furniture can cause serious injuries, even death.
You know, kids are going to be kids. They're going to be running around. They're going to be climbing on things. They may trip over a cord that pulls down a television.
The latest report from the Consumer Product Safety Commission shows each year between 2019 and 2021, emergency rooms treated an estimated 19,400 people. Between 2000 and 2021, there were nearly 600 reported deaths.
The vast majority of them are children.
And many of those deaths involved a TV, but there are simple ways to protect family. Store heavy items at the bottom of furniture. Place nothing on top that would entice kids to climb. If there are cords, tuck them away. And finally, use an anchor.
Going down to the local hardware store for under $20, in less than 20 minutes, you can attach your television or your bookcase or dresser to the wall.
At anchorit.gov, you'll find step-by-step instructions on how to properly anchor things to the wall. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Coming up, a reminder that there's more than just books you can borrow from the library. More on that when we return.
You're watching WHIZ News for Zanesville, New Lexington, and all of Southeast Ohio.
What can everybody expect when they walk into Bogey's? Hopefully a smile and a cold drink and a good sandwich is what I hope everybody gets when they come here. Bogey's Tavern. It's just your local bar, restaurant, community hangout spot. Community Bank has helped me, well, get my house, my cars. I can't speak enough of Community Bank. They made me who I am and got me where I need to be. My hat's off to Community Bank. Thank you.
I'm a former marathon runner, indoor cyclist, outdoor cyclist, play pickleball, play golf. I've always been an active person. Having a heart attack was a complete shock to me, and I did not think that I was going to survive. But the doctors at Genesis saved my life, and now I've been given a second chance. I can get back to the things that I love. I'm Ken Williams, and I am a heart attack survivor.
Genesis Healthcare System. Better begins here. Your zip code. Just one number different, and you might have a whole other life. Different school. Different job. Different dreams. Different problems. In America, the zip code you're born in can determine your future. The Y works to change that with programs and services that help everyone thrive, no matter who you are or where you're from. For a better us, support your local Y today.
The Muskingum County Library System employs multiple strategies to promote creativity and literacy. MCLS Circulation Services Coordinator Amber Rodlin shared some of the non-traditional items that members can check out that go well beyond print and audio.
We have a lot of items. Libraries aren't just books, DVDs anymore. We also check out high-value items such as hotspots, telescopes, sewing machines, ukuleles. All of these are options for our patrons. These are also things that typically people don't think about when they think about their local library. Most people just think, books. So we want to provide more options for people in our community.
The library offers these items through any of their branches as a service to their patrons because in some instances they're not readily available anywhere else.
We do have a high-value, unique item lending agreement that they will have to sign every time they check out. And it's just because of the cost and nature of the items. You would also need an adult all-access card in good standing in order to check out these items.
As the library continues to add unique items to their checkout availability, their lending policy agreements continue to expand, and you can find more information on their website. Florida wildlife officials are releasing 13 manatees back into the wild today. The animals are being brought one or two at a time to Blue Springs State Park in Orange City, Florida. Once there, several workers are helping to carry the massive marine mammals over a boardwalk and down to a small beach where they'll introduce each one back into the water. The hope is they will join up with the large herd already in the water at the park and return to a normal manatee way of life. Manatees are gentle creatures that spend most of their time eating plants, resting, and traveling. Today's release comes thanks to a collaboration between several manatee rescue and rehabilitation partners, including the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden and Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Coming up, your complete storm team forecast when we return. Stay with us.
One of the benefits of being an independent agent, if your rate goes up at your renewal, we can shop it with other companies to keep your price and your costs down.
We've got over a dozen carriers here that we represent. We call that the power of choice.
We have the ability and flexibility to do what's best for you.
By directly representing several reputable insurance companies like Grange, we can put your interests first when insuring your auto, home, business, or life. Call Williamson Insurance Service, representing Grange Insurance in Zanesville, Newark, and Pataskala.
Food safety is a service provided by your Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department.
My name is Michael Cruz, and I'm a food safety inspector for the Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department. We make sure restaurants are clean and sanitary to make sure that your meals are as safe as possible. We work with restaurants doing food safety inspections to make sure they're safe and operating properly.
Just another service from your Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department. Check out our website, zmchd.org.
Hi, surfer dude, what's up? I see you looking at me. Take those earbuds out of your ears and come talk to me. I'm the Big C.
What is the Big C?
I'm here to tell you about skin cancer.
Hello?
Did you know your risk for melanoma doubles if you had more than 5 sunburns?
No.
Listen, mirrors don't lie. And more than 2 people die from skin cancer every hour.
Oh, man. That's terrible.
If we see something new, changing, or unusual, that could be skin cancer.
Is there skin cancer on me right now?
I'm not a dermatologist, but you know who is?
Hey.
Your dermatologist. Come closer. That tiny spot on your nose could be the end of you. You guys checking yourselves out in the mirror right now? That could be skin cancer. The good news is if you catch it early enough, you can be A-OK. You gotta get checked, girl.
Do I?
Yes! Everybody has to get checked. See the Big C today.
Meteorologist Rich Wardzik here with your Monday evening outlook. We're going to take a wide view of what's happening here this week, what to expect for the upcoming weekend. We're going to be all over the place with our temperatures, a few shots for rain. I think for everybody that loves every different type of weather, it's all for you. With the exception of snow lovers, I don't have any of that in the forecast. I'm sorry. I do have cold temperatures, though, by the end of the week. You see first what to expect. The warming trend, which is already underway. We're still looking at potentially a 70-degree day here come Wednesday. The windy conditions, though, will be included with the warmest air, so that's going to be the trade-off. And a few shots for rain, talking about late tomorrow night and then into Thursday. We'll have a shot for some showers moving in. And then by the end of the week, the temperature's set to drop. One piece of good news, if you're really a fan here of this early spring-like feel, the cold front that comes through late this week is going to be very shallow, so it's going to send us back down for a little bit, but the warm-up will already start to happen again into the weekend, so the real chill, won't stick around for very long. But first, let's talk about what to expect with the chance for rain going forward. This is Futurecast. Look at the timestamp here at the top. Going to run through Tuesday morning. We're going to start with a lot of sun tomorrow. Then we throw in more clouds to the afternoon, and at one point late in the day, as they take you into the evening, there could be a passing shower. Really, the best chance for rain tomorrow will be out toward Columbus, and especially when you get to western Ohio, Dayton, and down I-70. So if you're traveling in that direction, this chance for rain is going to be obviously moving in a little earlier in the day. But for us here locally, Zanesville, Newark, Coshocton, Cambridge, better chance for showers late in the evening and into early Wednesday morning. Those will actually kick out pretty quickly, and that's the leading edge of the warm air that's coming in, the warm front, if you will. So that finds its way back into western Pennsylvania, and through the day on Wednesday, you'll note the clouds will give way to sun. The only issue with Wednesday is it will be windy at times, if not gusty, and it's just really the warm air that's surging in from the south and west that will create that wind. This time of the year in order to get a 70-degree day. That warm air needs to come from somewhere else other than here in Ohio. It's just the sun angle is still not strong enough to warm us up that quickly. So that's why it's usually windy on these nice days. Now, with that said, we go into Thursday. Leading edge is some deeper moisture here that's coming in from the Gulf. And Thursday will be a mild day, but it's going to come with a better shot for some rain. And you see the brighter colors here on Futurecast. That usually means a thunderstorm or two. I don't anticipate any severe weather with this coming through, but note that Thursday can be a little problematic. We'll get to that with the 7-day here in a moment. Back to tonight, chilly, otherwise seasonally chilly, I should say. Clear skies, 27 for the low temperature. How about your Tuesday planner, what to expect? At 8 o'clock, we'll have a mostly sunny sky, about 30 degrees. Noon, you'll start to see the clouds thicken up a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad, though, about 48. And we'll still find our way into the mid-50s like we did earlier today, but the idea is the sky will start to cloud up and could have that isolated shower move through sometime into the evening. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for your evening commute, but better chance for rain would be at night. And you can see here with the 7-day forecast, we're talking about some of those showers coming in late at night. Wednesday itself, windy, but very nice or mild with a high of 70 into the afternoon. Breezy Thursday, keeping it mild with temperatures in the mid-60s. Friday's the cold day as we drop down to the mid-30s. And you see what happens here for the weekend. Happy to say, though, we warm up pretty quickly. 45 Saturday, mid-50s on Sunday, and we'll go with a few showers on Monday. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back right after this.
You're watching WHIZ News for Zanesville, McConnellsville, and all of Southeast Ohio.
Do you worry about going to the dentist? After all, a visit to the dentist can easily cost $2,000 or more. Well, relax. The Carefree Dental Card is now available in your area. Call now and we'll send your actual card at no cost today. With the Carefree Dental Card, you go to the dentist whenever you need and you instantly pay a lot less. Activate your card and you can start using it immediately. From exams and cleanings to more expensive procedures like crowns, dentures, even braces, they're all included with the Carefree Dental Card. Say you go to the dentist today without any card and your bill is, well, ouch. Wait a minute, let's try that again. You go to the dentist today and show your Carefree Dental Card, you save $525. The Carefree Dental Card is just $15.95 a month, and everyone in your household can use the same card.
Call 1-800-483-7173 to receive your free Carefree Dental Card information kit. Call 1-800-483-7173 now.
Good evening, sports fans, and welcome in. The Ohio Athletic Conference announced the 2023 preseason coaches poll. After an impressive 31-12 record last year, the Fighting Muskies come in at number 2. The Muskingum softball team, under the direction of first-year head coach Lena Connor, was picked to finish second in the OAC softball preseason coaches poll that was announced on Friday. The Muskies received 72 points in the poll, which included 1 first-place vote. And the 31-12 record last year marked the 8th season with a winning record over the last 11 years. The Fighting Muskies have made the OAC tournament in 4 straight years and will look to make it 5 in 2023. Muskingum opens their season on Sunday, March 5th, when they take on Concordia Chicago at the Spring Games in Clearmont, Florida. First pitch is slated for 9 a.m. The Reds pitchers and catchers will be reporting to spring training tomorrow. With the young ball club, there comes future expectations. We caught up with Hall of Fame broadcaster Marty Brenneman on what the Reds' approach is over the next few years.
They're banking on a young, very talented farm system, and I think that's a good thing because, when you deal the kind of players they dealt, you're going to get something in return. And all of the players they've gotten have pretty much been highly regarded prospects from the organization that they came from. But people can say what they want to. Even if you're the #1 pick in the country, it's still a roll of the dice. And so they're banking on a number of these kids maturing over the next year or so and becoming productive big league ball players.
The Cleveland Cavaliers are one of 2 teams that did not make a single trade during the last week's NBA trade deadline. However, the team got a boost yesterday, bringing back an old friend. Free agent guard Danny Green reached an agreement with the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 3-time NBA champion, Green began his pro career with Cleveland in 2009. A well-respected player, Green gives the young Cavs another outside shooter and brings more postseason experience to a team trying to get back to the playoffs for the first time since 2018. He has appeared in 165 playoff games, and Cleveland has won 6 straight games and currently sits as the #4 seed in the Eastern Conference standings. Green has averaged 12.4 points and 4.9 rebounds over 14 seasons with the Cavs, Spurs, Raptors, Lakers, Sixers, and Grizzlies. He also has made 39% of his career three-pointers. New Mexico State men's basketball team has canceled the rest of the season after a redacted police report released on Sunday detailed hazing allegations. Shortly after the police report was released, NMSU Chancellor Dan Arvizu announced that the men's basketball program has been shut down for the remainder of the 22-23 season. The chancellor noted that the action is clearly needed and added that hazing has no place on the university's campus. The report stems from a victim who is a member of the NMSU's men's basketball team and wishes to remain anonymous. According to the report, the victim went to campus police regarding a possible assault that was allegedly conducted by 3 members of the team. However, the victim did not want to pursue criminal charges. NMSU police are still investigating the incidents detailed in the report, and no criminal charges have been filed against any of the 3 players mentioned as of Sunday. That'll be all for sports. We'll be back after this.
$3,400. Angela, you just locked your spot in the cash challenge with $15,400. Congratulations.
I've waited approximately 30 years for my teeth because everyone else comes first as a mother of 2. But now it's time for me. So I called that next day and set a consultation. And then a month later, surprise. Thank you, doctor, from the bottom of my heart.
It's time for us to take care of you. Call us today for a free consultation and let us create your new winning smile.
Times of transition, whether from a sad event or a joyful one, can leave us feeling adrift. Social connections are an important part of a healthy life. Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health. It can lead to high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain connections to people, not just in your family, but others whose relationships bring meaning to your life. Trying a new hobby, volunteering, exercising, even using your phone or other device to stay in touch with others. All these can be great ways to keep up your social connections and your physical and mental well-being. Visit connecttoeffect.org to see if you're at risk of social isolation and find ways to get connected. This message is brought to you by United Healthcare and AARP Foundation.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Talk to your doctor about creating a plan that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
Hot Bench turns up the heat with 2 new judges. The bench gets hotter starting this week.
Weekdays at 10 on Fox 5. Closed captioning is a service of your Zanesville-Muskingum County Health Department.
The finals of AGT All-Stars begin a week from tonight, and if you've missed out on the season up until now, you can catch up this evening with a finals preview special, which highlights top moments of the season, the judges' reactions, and the 11 acts that made it to the finals. Mark Barger reports on the impact of international acts.
Got Talent.
Oh, it's the exact same!
The show has always had open borders.
Because that's what people have always accused AGT of. You know what I mean? Why do they keep calling it AGT? They got a band from Japan, they got people from India, they got South Africa. Well, you know what? Now, yeah, it's basically the world's Got Talent right now.
Especially with AGT All-Stars, which pits past AGT winners and memorable acts against Got Talent champions from around the world.
You don't own me. I kind of do.
Including a young ventriloquist from Romania, who earned a spot in next week's finals.
I just can't believe I'm one of them. It's just amazing to be here. I couldn't be happier.
For hand-balancing trio, the Bellows Sisters, it's a chance to compete in person. Their AGT finals performance in 2020 was remote from Italy because of COVID.
It was challenging because you don't have the energy of the public, of the audience. You don't get that feeling.
Overall, 6 of next week's 11 finalists are from outside the U.S., including like-balanced kids from Ukraine.
We are here to show it and prove it that we are really strong people.
We want to show Ukrainian spirit to win.
A spirit that may be, in fact, universal among the finalists.
And this is their dream come true. This is the moment. This is it.
The title of champion awaits. Mark Barker, NBC News.
Tuesday is Valentine's Day, but the day before Valentine's Day is Galentine's Day with a G. The 6th season of Parks and Recreation featured a Galentine's Day party. Now the idea has caught on in the real world. Galentine's is a day dedicated to women and for women, a time to celebrate female friendships, sisters, aunts, moms, and grandmas. Simply put, it's a day to honor important women in your life. So on this Galentine's Day, try to carve out some time to share some love with your besties. The world's tallest digital Happy Valentine's Day greeting will be lighting up the South Florida skyline now through Valentine's Day. The Paramount Miami World Center skyscraper is glowing with the phrase Happy Valentine's Day. And if stacked vertically, the Valentine's Day display is as tall as 2.5 football fields. The digital display features an LED mosaic of colossal kissing lips and a flurry of floating hearts. But what is Valentine's Day without Cupid? The mythical character centered on romance will also make an appearance in the display. Thanks for joining us for WHIZ News at 5. We'll see you back here at 6 with more news, weather, and sports. Enjoy your evening.
We know you had a choice. Thanks for watching WHIZ News.